Well, good afternoon, everyone. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Karen Cotto, and I am delighted to welcome you to the 2011 Honorary Alumni Induction Ceremony. As we approach another wonderful week of graduation, it is only fitting and a wonderful opportunity for us to honor four very special individuals who have become a part of all of our lives here at William & Mary. These special friends have worked side by side with alumni, with college administrators, with students, with faculty, and in a couple of cases with spouses for many years to make William & Mary a better place. And I can assure you that without their energy and their loyalty and their enthusiasm and their passion and their devotion and their time that they have given to William & Mary, this would not be the great place that we all know and love. So I'm grateful to them, and we are honored that today they have chosen to make William & Mary their alma mater. So congratulations to William & Mary, and congratulations to all of you as well. And now, as I am wont to do, and I am always delighted and honored to do, it is my pleasure to introduce Taylor Reevely, the president of William & Mary.
Karen, thank you very much. It is wonderful to see all of you all here on this glittering and important occasion. Now, by rough body count, there are about 4,500 colleges and universities in the United States. And this teeming mass of colleges and universities comes in all flavors, all sizes, different missions, and on and on and on. And there are many things, many characteristics that separate the sheep among this teeming herd from the goats. We are a sheep. And one of the defining characteristics of the few sheep among the many goats, one of the defining characteristics concerns alumni. Whether the graduates of the school stick with their alma mater after getting their degrees, whether they maintain lifelong ties to their alma mater. The sheep, the few sheep, are sustained by large numbers of faithful alumni. The goats, alas, have very few such faithful graduates. And in all reality, few things are as precious to a college or university as a devoted alumnus or alumna. Every college and university pines for such devotion, for the nurture that comes from devoted people who care deeply about it, who will roll up their sleeves to help move it forward, who will praise it when it does well, who will give it a brisk but loving kick when a kick is needed, but who in particular will stick with it through thick and thin. It's their school. Now sometimes, interestingly enough, the most devoted friends and nurturers of a school didn't actually get their degrees from it. Nonetheless, they become deeply committed to it. They give it their loyalty and their love. And it is so with the four people whom we honor today and whom we are gathered to bring formally into the company of the graduates of this ancient college to ensure that at last they have a William & Mary class numeral of their own, a really young class numeral. I would love to be 2011 because these people have long since adopted the college as their own, and the college has long since come to cherish them as our own. Today we honor Ann Beam, Dan Stimson, Goody Tyler, Ann Ward. Ann and her late husband Bruce adopted William and Mary shortly after moving to this community. And together they pulled a very large oar at the business school. Miller Hall is home to the Bruce Beam Center for Corporate Business. And among countless other ways that Ann has served William and Mary has been her extraordinary work with the Christopher Wren Society. Dan Stimson has contributed enormously to the college for a quarter century as the director of cross-country track and field. And during his time at the wheel, the tribe has had extraordinary academics and athletic success. In 2007, William and Mary named its new throwing facility the Stimson Throwing Events Area. Throwing, as in hammers, javelins, discus, shot puts. And we often see Goody Tyler in full tribe regalia, a vision in a green and gold bow tie, even green and gold tennis shoes, and more. His license plate says Griffin 1. Now, admittedly, Griffin is the name of Goody's and Bee's dog. But then you know whom said beast was named after. Bee undergraduate class of 1983, MBA class of 1991, and Goody have nurtured the college in really countless ways. Most recently, Goody created the Tyler Recreational Sports Endowment, benefiting our Student Rec Center. Student Rec Center thought it had died and gone to heaven when the news reached it. It's been said of Ann Ward's heart that it beats green and gold. She and her husband Fred, class of 1954, has selflessly sustained William and Mary for so many years. Not long ago, Ann worked tirelessly to help Fred's class raise funds for its 50th reunion. She has even cared for a stream of athletes following surgery in her home in Richmond. Now, this is a quite wonderful, glittering group of new alumni and alumni. Congratulations are due them, but perhaps even more congratulations are due the college for adding them to our official rolls. And the happy task of actually inducting them into the family belongs to the president of the Alumni Association, Peter Nance, class of 1966. Peter, please come and do the deed.
Thank you, President Reveley. There are few activities and events that affirm the role of the Alumni Association more succinctly than the induction of honorary alumni to our extended William and Mary family. We all applaud the college's success, celebrate its vitality, and are strengthened by what it represents. All of our honorary alumni today add to the wonderful spirit found here, formed here, and cherished here. Regardless of how you came to be involved with William and Mary, you each have elected to continue that journey that brings you here today. Each recipient has spent an enormous amount of time and energy ensuring that William and Mary's future will be bright as its past. It often required attendance, and more often than not, generosity of spirit and resources as well. It is said, people serve and support what they help to create. All of our honorees are partially responsible for what we as a college and what we are as a college and community today. The Honorary Alumni Award is a tribute to your sustained dedication and service. From the outpouring of support represented here today by all the folks in this room, We know that there are many special moments that characterize your commitments. The content in your service lies not only in one or two large efforts, but on many other smaller gestures and actions. Each of those deserves our gratitude and can never be appropriately acknowledged. On behalf of the William & Mary Alumni Association, I hope that today's awards will let you know how we and many others here feel about what you have added to our community. It's been substantial, too substantial not to be acknowledged and celebrated. It is by the authority granted by the bylaws of the Alumni Association that allows us to grant honorary alumni status as a way of expressing our appreciation. Before we move on, I'd like now to acknowledge the previous honorary alumni who have joined us today for this ceremony. I'd like to ask you to please stand, and we'd like to take a moment to recognize your devotion and support for William & Mary and your commitment to make it even better. So if those of you who have been recognized in the past, please stand. Thank you very much. I will now give a brief introduction to each of the inductees, and after that time I ask that you come forward so I can present you with the symbol of our honorary alumnus, a pewter vase engraved with your name. Please check, make sure I don't give you the wrong vase or the wrong name. I think they're in the proper order, so I hope not to mess that up. And then I would hope that after you've accepted the vase or vase, that you'd be willing to make a few comments to the group. I'm sure they'd like to hear from you. Our first recipient today is Ann M. Beam. I went through this and wrote Beam everywhere, so I'd make sure I got it right. Ann attended Cornell University, and I'd like to thank Cornell for sharing her with us, and we are so proud to be able to call her a fan of the tribe. Since arriving in Williamsburg with her late husband Bruce, Ann has served on the Muscarelli Museum of Art's Advisory Committee and is a member of the Chancellor's Circle and the 4th Century Club. She has attended countless tribe football games and numerous alumni events and numerous alumni journeys. We are so honored to officially welcome Ann into the ranks of the William & Mary family. Ann, if you'd please come forward to accept your award.
Just this one over here. Thank you. I want to thank the college so much. It has been a wonderful 20 years of living here and enjoying all the activities. Bruce and I wanted to find a college town in which to retire, and when we found Williamsburg and the College of William & Mary, we knew we had found the best place. I thank all of you for being here, and I've much enjoyed my association with the college and all its many activities, and I'm very proud and honored to be an honorary alumni. Thank you.
Our next recipient is Daniel G.Stimson. Dan Stimson is best known around campus as William & Mary's Director of Cross Country and Track and Field. Dan's programs have won 49, yes, 49 championships, conference championships. That's nearly half of all the championships the college has won in its entire history. He was the 2003 Alumni Association Coach of the Year, in large part for his exemplary work with track and field throwing events, his specialty. His nomination form said he serves as, quote, an exemplary model for what collegiate athletics should be all about, end quote. When I called Dan to tell him about his nomination and award as an honorary alumnus, I can't tell you how much enthusiasm and energy came through that phone line. I hung up the phone, and I felt like if Dan asked me to, I could run a 9.2 100-yard dash. I figured you might want me at that rate. Dan, if you'd please come forward, I'd like to present you with your award. Dan said he has a loud voice for being on the athletic field. Those players.
Hello? Is this working? No, it's okay. I don't need it. I actually have some prepared remarks that go about an hour and a half. So I'll just have them out just in case, but they're not quite that long. I want to thank first the Alumni Association for choosing me and for the people that nominated me. It's a great honor. That's probably the biggest honor of my life. I think 45 years ago, I don't even know if Harry Groves could have got me in here. He might have been able to, the coach at the time. Anyways, I have a number of grade school teachers, I'm sure, who are long since passed. They're rolling over their grave because I was not a great student as a young person. I became a much better student as I got older, but they would be shocked that I'm even coaching at William & Mary. First, I want to thank in a sport like track and field, you have many different events. I have coached everything in the sport in my 40-year career. My specialty is kind of the throws, but I've been mostly a field event coach. So I've had a lot of other people help me a whole lot to get to where we are. For 15 years I was an assistant coach, so I know how important assistants are. Nobody does anything for this long luckily with this kind of success without the help of great people. And I've had some really great assistant coaches. I also name them head men's and head women's coaches. Over the years, 3 have gone on to become the director of track and field at Michigan State, the head coach at Michigan, and unfortunately one is now with George Mason doing a tremendous job. She just won the conference by about 100 points. And a lot of other people who have done a tremendous job as part-time coaches. Also, if you have a successful athletic program, it has to start with the administration. If you don't get support from them, the Tribe Club, and we have 2 people that have helped us to raise money for many years. Randy and Shelby Hawthorne are a huge part of our program. The Tribe Club is a big part of it, and the Terry Driscoll, Steve Cole, and all the administrators. Pam is our compliance director. She keeps me out of jail. And the training room, if you don't have good trainers and people that keep athletes healthy, sports psychologist, Deidre Conley. I spent a lot of time in her office myself. She's really helped me a lot. Just the whole staff has a big bearing on how well you do. Academic support. Even here with the great students we have, we do a lot with academic support with not a whole lot of people working on it, but the people who work on it very well. We try to help kids get A's. We're not worried about eligibility very much, hardly ever, but we're trying to get kids into med school and to law school and all kinds of professional opportunities. So we want them to do the best they can. I'm probably as proud of, I've had 480 athletes here. That's what I've been told by somebody. I don't sit down and count them. But I've had 480 athletes, and 3 have become Rhodes Scholars. And I think the colleges had 5. So we've had a little more than half. We've had 38 Phi Beta Kappas. A tremendous amount of success in the classroom. Many academic All-Americans, All-American teams. And I'm as proud of that as the 49 conference championships. That's great. And 63 All-Americans. We had an Olympian. Those things are a result of trying to create an atmosphere of caring about the kid. And I think if you do that, you get the best that they can offer. And I want to thank you very much for the honor.
Thank you, Coach. It was great. Our next recipient is J. Goodenow Tyler III. J. Goodenow Tyler is better known as Goody to most of you, if not all of you in this room. He, along with his wife, B. McLeod, has had a major impact on the lives of William & Mary students. In addition to what the president said, the Tylers are exceptionally dedicated to campus libraries. They established the Alan and Mary Ann McLeod Director, this is a mouthful, of the Special Collections Research Center at SWEM, as well as the McLeod Library at the Mason School of Business, which the president mentioned. According to his nominator, Goody is, quote, a vital and proud member of the tribe. Goody, it gives me great pleasure to present this award to you. If you'd come forward, please.
Gotta get my glasses. Good afternoon. Never in my wildest imagination could I have ever dreamed I would be here today, an honoree of such a distinctive honor. From almost my first date with B, she raved about the College of William & Mary and the wonderful experiences she had as a student. Excuse me if I cry. And her continued love for the college. As for myself, I never thought I'd get into college. Being, as my sister Patty can confirm, a submariner, and that is below sea level. Although I did get through high school and I finally did surface and made it through college, but my experiences in college pale to those of B. I first started to see what a special institution William & Mary is when I attended my first Charter Day celebration. To hear the history of the college unfold, and to learn of all the wonderful and nearly monumental things students have accomplished around the world, both as undergraduates, graduates, and alumni, made me understand William & Mary at a new and deeper level. The more I've been on the campus of William & Mary, the closer I've become to the school and its special community. From my first visit here, I was made to feel welcome and a part of the school's family, even though my only true affiliation until now was through my wife. From touring the Mason School of Business while it was being built, to trips to the sidelines of football games, for being a guest at the scholarship lunch in the new education building, to sharing dinner with President Revelry and his wife Helen and 6 undergraduate students, my love and appreciation for what William & Mary stands for has grown. Perhaps its commitment that this great college makes to its students is what I appreciate as most special. Not only the college's commitment to the students, but the students' commitment to the world. From my perspective, students here are focused on learning to provide service to others. William & Mary students make you aware the future is in good hands as they go forward to serve our communities, our state, our country, and the world. When I started to look for a way that I could make an impact on the college and the students' experiences at William & Mary, the development office staff took the time to ask me questions about my interests, research possibilities on how I could make an impact in the way that fit me best. And they always answered my questions. I would like to thank my father-in-law, Dr. Alan McLeod, and my late mother-in-law, Dr. Marion McLeod, for initially believing I was worthy of such a significant connection with the college. I thank Aunt Karen Cantrell and the Board of Directors of the Alumni Association for selecting me for this honor. The Development Office and the exceptional staff, especially Kathy Nolan Martin and Carlene Jennings, deserve special recognition for finding ways for me to be involved. I am grateful to Linda Knight for her leadership in creating a student rec center of such great caliber. The fact that it is a key part in nearly every student's life is a testament to her success. I greatly appreciate my family and friends who are here to share this special day with me. And lastly, I'd like to thank my wife, Bea, who has always been there as my sounding board and my right arm. I'm proud of my life and what I've accomplished so far, but I'm truly humbled by this honor. In closing, I might say, I may not be wearing my green and gold tie or shoes, and our dog Griffin is back at our hotel, but go Tribe.
Goody, thank you so much. Your emotion is felt by all of us today. Our next recipient is Ann Martin Ward. Ann has been a member of the President's Council as well as the Chancellor's Circle, signifying her commitment to the betterment of William & Mary. In addition, she spent many hours volunteering at SWEM Library. And just last week, she received honorary membership in the Greater Richmond Alumni Chapter. Her nominator said, quote, "Ann has so selflessly served the college for so many years that I cannot believe that she has not already received this honor." When I called Ann, and as Taylor mentioned, the fact that she has sat by the bedside of William & Mary athletes in the hospital and cared for them, that she is such a caring person. And the night I called her, she was away, and it took us a while to make connection, but she was away at a friend's home, or had lost a friend that night, and was there comforting that family. And it just speaks to the kind of woman that she is. And I'm so pleased to be presenting to you this award. If you'd come forward, please.
I'm glad he's holding that. I would probably drop it. To President Reevely, to Karen Cottrell, to Peter Nance, to, is Carlene Jennings here? I hope, there she is, and to the entire Board of Directors. Thank you from the deepest depths of my heart. I never would have dreamed of such an honor as this, ever. Of course, you grow up in Virginia, you know William & Mary, but I never had any connection personally with it until I married Fred Ward, class of '54. And it didn't take long for me to start hearing a lot more about William & Mary. When we moved to Richmond in 1973, he became very involved in the Richmond Alumni Chapter, which is a very active chapter. I tagged along happily because they have good parties and good food, and I made a lot of good friends there, who I value very, very much. I began to see, when he became more involved in the chapter, that he's not the only one who bleeds green and gold. Most of you seem to do that, and I guess maybe I'm going to soon because now I feel a part of it. He became involved with the William & Mary gymnastics team as physician, father confessor, and whatever else you did when you came down here, I'm not sure. So I came to know a lot of those young men, but especially I came to know their coach, Cliff Gauthier. What a man. He's the first, and well, I guess he's the only until now, faculty member I have really gotten to know and deeply appreciate. He's a coach. He wants to win, of course. More than that, he wants his boys, young men, to succeed in life and do well and be the gentleman that Cliff is. I don't think he puts it that way, but I do. He and his wife, Linda, have become good friends. And I've enjoyed the boys, the young men. In fact, two of those former young men who are now in their 40s, who live with their families in Texas, visited with us for a few days, and it was quite a pleasure to have them. He became involved, or became a member of the SWEM Library Board And that's when I came to know exceptional people one more time. Connie McCarthy, the former dean of the library, and Carlene Jennings, who has become a dear, dear friend. I have enjoyed the association there, and they don't have quite as many parties, but it's still a good group of people. Until today, even though I've been here a lot, I never felt a part, really, of this school. But now, sitting in this Alumni Hall, I really am a part. And I thank you all very much.
Well, you all are very much a part of the family now, and welcome aboard. You are permanent members and have permanent status as honorary alumna and alumnus. And again, thank you, Ann. I want to again express my appreciation to each of you recognized as honorary alumni here today. This award is really just a small way for us to say thank you for all that you have given the college. We thank you very much. Now, I've been chastised. Dan.
I have to do something.
Uh-oh.
My emotions got the best of me there, and I forgot to introduce the most important person in my wife, Rosemary Stimson. As a wife of any coach, it's tough enough. Track and field, we're in season for September. We're not going to be done until hopefully the middle of June. Somebody makes the nationals. So I'm away a lot, gone a lot. She has been a great life partner. In fact, a very good tutor in college. We went to the same college, thank God. Helped me very much get my undergraduate and graduate degrees for her ability to correct my papers.
I've been admonished that I want to make sure that the recipients will come forward after the ceremony closes, and that we want to get some photographs of you as a group, and I think there'll be the opportunity of other family, friends, and members to join you in those photographs. So it's been a great day. I am so pleased to be here and be a part of this ceremony, and I'm particularly honored to honor these honorary alumnus. Thank you very much.